Hello everyone, my name is Amy with Eating Healthy, Spending Less, and I'm so excited to share with you this month's grocery haul from Azure Standard. I love Azure Standard for many reasons, so let's dive in. So every month I go to my Azure Standard grocery pickup, and I love the process. I've shared this with you in my first Azure video where I kind of gave you a bird's eye view of what it looks like. Definitely check out that video. I'll leave it in the iCard so that you can see it. But I was so busy yesterday, I didn't get out my phone and film anything because I'm busy talking to people. It's a wonderful experience that I look forward to, where I am constantly trying to connect with people, introduce myself, make new friends, see what other people are ordering, why they're ordering those items. And I got to connect with an old friend yesterday, which was so much fun because I haven't seen her in a really long time. And we were helping unload the truck. Our drop point man, he said her name and I picked up her box and I was like, I know this person. And she looked at me and I looked at her. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, it was just such a great little reunion that we had where we could catch up real quick and see what each other was ordering. So I really enjoyed that. But that's what you get with Azure Standard, is you immediately have a connection with the people around you because nobody else is ordering from Azure Standard in your area. Only the people that actually are there to pick up their order. So it's just a great little fellowship get together that I have enjoyed month after month, and I will continue ordering from Azure Standard. I love their purpose. I love that it's a faith-based company. I love the products that I've purchased. They're all very high quality. I've only had a few little minor issues, nothing to where I would stop ordering from Azure. I'm able to have a huge bulk supply of food that we are constantly in rotation with. And it's just been a phenomenal experience. So with that said, let's dive in and let me show you exactly what I ordered this month. I should be a little bit more prepared and have like my laptop or something so I can give you prices. But what I'm going to do instead is in the description box below, I will have listed how much I spent on each item. Maybe that's actually a better way to go for the future. So the first thing that I ordered was 3 of these baking powders. These are aluminum free. That's what I love about them. This is really hard to find because there's only a select few that I have been able to find in the store, and I can rarely find an aluminum free baking powder. And so they sell them just in a single, or you can buy them in a pack of 3, which is what I did. I really wanted to purchase the large, I think it was a 1 pound, maybe it was larger, a large tub of this, but they were all out of stock. And by the time that they prepared my order, they didn't have the larger buckets or bottles in yet. So anyways, I got 3 of these baking powders because we bake a lot, because I don't buy a lot of prepackaged foods. We make pretty much most all of our bread, probably 80% of our bread, muffins, is all homemade. So you can't be a dairy-free family without cashews. It's just the way that it goes. Cashews just give you that creamy texture in pasta sauces, in soups, in macaroni and cheese. Cashews are a necessity if you're dairy-free. And so I purchased this organic large cashew pieces, 2 pounds. About every other month, I purchase 2 pounds of cashews. That's pretty much been how it's been going. And I'm very happy with the quality of this product. You guys know how much I am a fan of Sucanat. Sucanat is a must in this house. It smells like toffee. I can smell it just right now. It is divine. It is the purest form of sugar that you can buy. It is a lot like a coconut sugar, but it is sugar in its natural form that is dried. And so we really like this. It's a lot like a brown sugar, and we use this to make simple syrup in place of a maple syrup for baked goods. When I'm making a pancake type syrup, I will use apple juice and a little cornstarch with Sucanat to sweeten it, and it's a delicious maple syrup alternative. So we love our Sucanat so much, and we go through about 5 pounds every other month. But there's 6 of us, so for good reason. Okay, the next thing that I got was 5 pounds of organic cane sugar. We use cane sugar for canning, for making jams, and strawberry season is upon us. I would like to make some homemade strawberry jam, and so that is why I bought this. So last month I said that this month I was going to purchase a 25-pound bag of red lentils, and I ended up not doing that because we actually didn't use that many lentils this last month. So I thought, you know what, I do want to get more, but I guess we're not ready for 25 pounds. So I only bought 5 pounds of red lentils. Again, I love red lentils. This morning I cooked some brown lentils. I'm making some brown lentil meatballs for dinner tonight with a sweet potato and some green beans or broccoli, something. And so we just use lentils every week. Every single day I think I eat red lentils or brown lentils because they're just so good for you. They give you that protein that you need. They give you the fiber that you need. They've got tons of vitamins, minerals. If you're not eating lentils every week, you really need to start doing it. It's so good for your health. And there's a reason why a lot of the longest lived people in the world eat lentils or eat beans. Beans in general are amazing for you. And I'm really sorry if you get tired of hearing that, but I feel like I could yell it from the rooftops. Beans, 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 eat beans. Don't listen to these diets that say don't eat beans. Friends, when you look at the blue zones and all of these long living people groups around the world, the one common denominator is that they eat beans. So don't listen to that, all that false information. Okay, moving on. I'm gonna step on some really big toes for saying that, but well. Okay, I have been wanting to start using better for you cosmetic products. And so I decided to give this a try. It was $13 and it's Earth Lab Cosmetics Vegan Mineral Pencil. And so the main ingredient is jojoba oil. Is that how you say that? Jojoba oil. Yeah. So we're gonna give this a try this month. I'll let you know if I like it. I'm not wearing it this morning, but I normally use just drugstore brand, but I'm excited to try it. Okay, this month was a big month for me on stocking up on herbs, dried seasonings. So we have rosemary leaves. This is 1 pound. Let me actually get it for you. I love using dried herbs, and I think we all, to some extent, use dried herbs in our cooking. A mortar and pestle is by far the best way to enhance flavors in any recipe where you're using dried herbs. So before I add rosemary or any other dried herbs, I put them in here and then I crush them and grind them up, and then I add them in, because who wants dried herbs stuck in their teeth? Number one, nobody. Number two, just by adding dried herbs doesn't mean you're going to get that much flavor from them. But when you crush them up, you're releasing those essences or oils from the herbs, and it gives so much flavor to your soups, stews, recipes, whatever you're making. Actually, I'm gonna turn the camera around so I can give you a better shot of what I bought. So 1 pound of rosemary leaves, 4 ounces of oregano leaves. Now see, these are in the same size packaging. You can tell that this one is a little bit thicker, but you still get so much. So here's 4 ounces. 1 pound of Saigon cinnamon. This stuff is amazing. I highly recommend it. 1 pound of organic garlic powder. There's a big difference in flavor when you use organic garlic powder, so I highly recommend giving this one a try. And then I got 4 ounces of dried thyme. I use this a lot, surprisingly a lot, and so I really like this one. I have tons of basil left. The one seasoning that I can't seem to get from Azure is their organic onion powder. I have been trying for probably 3 or 4 months. So it didn't ship again, so I'm going to try again for next month. But their organic onion powder is amazing. I just wanted to show you that these larger bags of seasonings, this is a 4-ounce bag of the oregano, fits perfectly into a 32-ounce mason jar. So a new product that I am giving a try are these soy curls. Now, if you're a meat eater, you probably will not care about this, okay? But if you're like me and you're not allowed to eat meat because your doctor won't let you, no, I truly love that the way that I eat has healed my body of autoimmune. If you don't know, 4 years ago, my doctor said that I was very close to being diagnosed with lupus, but he would give me 3 months to change my diet and my lifestyle. And I was able to lower my ANA level, and I was able to reverse my autoimmune symptoms by being on a whole food plant-based diet. It has not cured me. I did actually have a flare-up this month, but April is a very difficult month. I am going on a big tangent here. April is a bit of a difficult month for our family because we went through a hardship in April a few years back. And so subconsciously, my body tends to flare or have a flare every April. And it's a very mild flare. It's gone now. Hopefully it stays away. But anyways, other than that, I really don't flare. It's just in April. So anyways, I am on a whole food plant-based diet. I actually recently talked to my doctor and asked him, like, what should I do? And he's like, Amy, no, you're doing phenomenal. Keep doing what you're doing. So, okay. So I'm trying to be inspired in my plant-based cooking. And I was listening to a podcast and he was talking about soy curls. I truly believe that soy is very beneficial for your body. Unless you're on thyroid medicine, you should not have soy products. Just like if you're on heart medication, you shouldn't be eating grapefruit. It's not that they're bad for you. Grapefruit is not a bad fruit. Soy is not a bad legume or bean. It's just that they can interfere with the absorption of your medication if you're on thyroid medicine, or with the grapefruit if you're on heart medicine. So for those reasons, you would want to stay away. But soy in its whole form is very good for you. Just like corn in its whole form is very good for you. It's when it's stripped of its nutrients and highly processed, then it's not good for you. Well, soy curls is just one ingredient, soybeans. And it says right here on the side, whole, non-GMO soybeans. That's it. That's all it is. And so you hydrate them in water just like you would a dried mushroom. And then you can use these to make fajitas or anything that might be like a chicken ingredient in a recipe. So this week for dinner, we are going to try this and make chicken fajitas for dinner one night. And so I'm really excited to give this a try. It sounded pretty promising on the podcast that I was listening to. If you're interested in that podcast, I can always leave it for you linked below. But I'm really, really excited to give this a try. I bought 6 of these and they were very inexpensive through Azure Standard. So this is a new one. Oh, and it also gives you suggestions on how you can use the soy curls. So I'm excited. And the very last product that I purchased was actually for my mom. She requested a 25-pound bag of organic pinto beans. Now, I've gotten her started on this journey with me of having a great food supply. I don't have a prepper pantry or a stockpile pantry or even a basement to store a bunch of things. I simply have a linen closet, which you've seen in my last month's video, and this is my pantry right here. And then, here, let me tilt the camera up. I have those cabinets at the very tippy top, and I store a lot of our ingredients that we don't use very often up there. I am starting to purchase a few things For like an emergency pantry, this is not, I'm not going to any sort of extreme with this, but just a few things that we could use in case we had a power outage or an earthquake. We do live in California where there are earthquakes. And so I have purchased, I am pretty much sticking with cans of soup that I can heat up. We have buckets filled with grains and beans and a plethora of ingredients. We would be fine if something happened right now and we had to stay home for a month. We would be okay. So I'm not worried about that. But I am starting to think of how can I just have a little bit of convenience foods on hand. And I am looking for an expiration date that is 2 years out, so that in about 2 years, if nothing has happened, which I hope nothing happens, we will eat up the food, restock. And so that is what my husband and I have decided to do. So that is my Azure Standard grocery haul. With the grocery haul of the food that I purchased, it was about $110, so not even a big order this month. Next month is definitely going to be a bigger order, and I'm excited to show you that. I've already been adding things to my cart for next month. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching my channel. I have been blown away by how many people respond to this particular video. They love the Azure Standard videos, and I just really appreciate it. So let me know below if you are ordering from Azure Standard and what are your favorite products. I can't wait to share with you soon if I like these soy curls. Who would have guessed? But anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you liked my video today, would you please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel? I love making videos all about handcrafted recipes using fresh ingredients and everyday living. And don't forget, this girl is on a budget. I will see you all in my next video, friends. Bye-bye.